Hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're all well. My name is Tapus Kumar Basu. On behalf of my channel, The Technical Analysis of Financial Product, would like to wish a very happy new year to everybody. Today also I have decided to explain you about the Nifty 50. I mean the what would be the range of the Nifty 50 in this week. I mean the what would be the resistance level and what would be the support level. Now let me straight away go to the daily candlestick chart of Nifty 50. Yes, this is the daily candlestick chart of Nifty 50. uh, you see this is a last candle, in particular in candlestick pattern. In my last video also I have explained you there are two types of color we can see. One is a green color and is a red color. All the green candle to be termed as a bullish candle, and one all the red candle to be termed as a bearish candle. You see, this is a bullish candle. Now what is the high of the present candle? The high of the present candle is 17,400.80. The high of the existing candle is 17,000 to 64.05. It means this is a higher high. And what is the low of the existing candle? The low of the existing candle is 17,238.50, and the low of the previous candle is 17,146. This is a lower low, and this is a higher low. It means this candle is higher top and higher bottom formation. So that is why this candle is known as a higher top and higher bottom formation. If there is a presence of any higher top and higher bottom formation is there, so it means we can say there is a possibility to be retraced towards the market may retrace towards the upside. Market may move towards the upside. So as far as the candlestick pattern is concerned, that is the market is bullish, right? So now, having seen only candlestick pattern, we cannot come to a conclusion. Now let me check the another indicator also. Already I have here plotted a one Elliott waves. Elliott waves is a kind of indicator which generally moves in the market 5:3 ratio. Fast 5 ratio to be known as a uh, impulsive ratio, and the rest last three ratio which are known as a corrective ratio. You see, this is the first ratio. How this has been plotted, what you have to do is just you have to go to the particular here, this trend line. You have to click over here, then you have to drag like this way, right? This is the way I have plotted this Elliott waves, correct? So these are first wave. And always you remember that the third wave should be greater than the first wave. You see that the third wave is greater than the first wave, and second wave should be lesser than the first wave. You see, this is the second wave is the lesser than the first wave. So this is the way liters moves. So these are first wave, these are second wave, these are third waves, and this is the uh, this is the fourth wave, this is the fifth wave, and then there are three small waves. These are one waves. It retreats to the upside to be marked as A. There's another waves which came down a little bit, marked as B. There's another wave which also retreats towards the upside. This is C. So these are the known as a corrective waves. So Elliott wave, I have told you the Elliott wave generally moves in the market 5:3 ratio, and this is a 5:3 ratio has completed over here. Now we have to see whether the Elliott waves moves towards upside as a 5:3 ratio or towards downside, because Elliott waves generally move towards the both side. It can move towards the upside as a 5:3 ratio. It can also move towards the downside as a 5:3 ratio. You see here from Elliott waves, it is a Elliott wave has moved here is a as a downside. You see from here, if we from here to see, this is a complete downtrend. So Elliott waves has formed here as a 5:3 ratio on the downtrend. Now the end of the Elliott wave is over here. The Elliott wave ended over here. Now we have to check whether it restarted towards downside or whether it restarted towards the upside. So that we have to check it. But it didn't come down. Instead of coming down, the Elliott wave restarted from here towards the upside. But the first wave has yet not been completed, but the first wave just started. But so we have to wait for another 4 5 days, then we'll be able to understand whether the properly Elliott waves is forming over here or not. Because if the Elliott wave moves towards the upside, so it should move as a 5:3 ratio. On that case, we can say there's a possibility of a great bit of bounce back towards the upside. For that, we have to wait for maybe 3 4 days. Then we'll be able to understand whether it is forming properly or not, whether it is forming towards the upside or not. But as far as the candlestick pattern is concerned, this is a bullish with short-term correction. I mean, short-term momentum we can expect towards the upside. But once the Elliott wave formed over here, then we can say that market can move towards upside very greatly. Right. So as far as the Iliad is concerned, we cannot come to any conclusion, but we can come to a conclusion after at least 4 5 days, so that we can have some idea whether the Iliad is moving towards upside, having formed a 5:3 ratio. Right. So as far as the candlestick pattern is concerned, this is a bullish. As far as the Iliad is concerned, I told you for that we have to wait for another 4 5 days, then we'll be able to understand. But now let me check the another parameter also, so that we can have some idea. So now I'm just going to I'm just going to explain you about the stochastic oscillator. Stochastic has already been plotted. So there in stochastic, stochastic is which is generally it generally measures the momentum. Stochastic generally measures the momentum. You know that momentum is first than price. So based on stochastics, we can take the decision, because it a lot of traders are using this particular stochastics, right? Stochastic generally we see stochastic, there are two lines are there. One is the stochastic line, this is the red line is stochastic line, another is the dotted line. You see, when the stochastic line intersects the dotted line towards downside, which indicates the bullish buying signal. I mean, it means this generally indicates the buying signal. When the stochastic intersect the dotted line from upside, which is called a selling signal. You see, stochastic already intersected from upside, but the dotted line which indicates the bullish signal, it means that as far as the stochastic is concerned, this is a bullish. So what would be the and the if I go to the next indicator also, which is also very important indicator, which is known as RSI, relative strength index, it is also momentum indicator. But if the RSI stays above the 50, which is generally known as a bullish. You see RSI, what is the value of RSI? Value of RSI is 53.19. It is above 50. So as far as the RSI part is concerned, this is a bullish, right? As far as the stochastic part is concerned, this is bullish. As far as the RSI part is concerned, this is bullish. As far as the candlestick part is concerned, as because there is a higher top and higher bottom formation is there, that's why it is known as a bullish. So now let me also check another indicator, which is a very important indicator, which is called a Fibonacci retracement. I have already plotted the Fibonacci retracement zone over here. Now let us check whether it is trading above the golden ratio. Generally 38.2% of Fibonacci retracement is known as the golden ratio. You see, this is trading above this golden ratio. As it is trading above the golden ratio, then definitely there is a possibility to touch that next level, that which is called a 50%, which is called 17,500. That is why I have mentioned that the Nifty resistance would be the 17,500, but the first vital resistance would be 17,400. After that, the next resistance would be 17,500. But if it goes to the upside, then we can say that 17,400 is the first resistance, the second resistance 17,500. But if it comes down, I mean, if it breaches this 38.2% of golden ratio, that the very strong, very then the next support would be the 17,250, and the very strong support would be the 16,900, which is the 23.6% of Fibonacci retracement zone, right? But as it is a green candle, is a higher top and higher bottom formation, and all the indicators has given a bullish signal, so there is a possibility to go towards the upside. Apart from it also, we can say as it is trading above the 38.2% of Fibonacci retracement, so there is a possibility to be retraced to the upside. So Monday, the Nifty may rally towards the upside, right? But as far as the Elliott wave is concerned, we cannot come to a conclusion, because we have to wait for at least 5 to 6 years, then we can be able to say, right? As far as Elliott wave is concerned, if it forms towards the upside, I mean, definitely it will move as 5:3 ratio. Then we can expect the market. We can expect a very big bounce from the market. But that we have to wait for another 5 6 days, right? This is as far as the technical part is concerned. So what is the resistance? Resistance is 17,500. First resistance 17,400, and 17, next resistance 17,500, and then support is that first support is 17,250, and the next support is 16,950. That is 23.6% of Fibonacci retracement zone. Now let me go to the another thing. which is called an option data. Let us check the option data. What the option data say? But this is a PCR. PCR means put call ratio. Here is a, you see PCR is 1.25. 1.25 is a bullish, because above one is a bullish and below one is a bearish. As it is a 1.25, this is a bullish. As far as that option data is concerned, market is bullish, right? So this is all about the technical analysis of Nifty 50, and this is purely my own view. And to be very honestly, I'm telling you, this channel is basically for educational purpose. This channel doesn't suggest for any kinds of stock tips, any stock recommendations, or any buying and selling advisory services. But if anybody would like to do any kinds of trading, request you to please first do consult with your own respective investment advisor. After that, you take your own decision. Apart from it, also those who are interested to work with me, they can work with me. For that, what you have to do it, just you have to open an account with ICICI Securities. In my description box, already have given a link of ICICI Securities account opening link. What you have to do is just you have to click that link. It takes hardly 10 to 15, 50, 10 to 15 minutes to get your account activated. In the last phase, a page will appear with a sign of thumbs up. What you have to do is just you have to copy that page. Along with that page, you have to a copy of PAN card. I mean you have to copy that page, and you have to send that page to my WhatsApp number along with a copy of your PAN card, so that I can track your account. Apart from it, also, if anybody would like to join my Telegram channel, they can also join my Telegram channel. You can also join my Telegram channel. In my description box, I have also given the link of Telegram channel, and this Telegram channel is also purely for educational purpose. And and I would also request you to everyone, please do subscribe this channel and to share this channel to near and dear ones. And you know that the more responses I get from all of you, definitely it will encourage me to bring lot more videos in near future. I mean in the coming future. So by saying this, I'm going to sign off today's program, and have a great day.